Everybody, guess what? We are live this afternoon. I have Brandon Collins with me. How's it going today, Brandon?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We got some things figured out. Took us a minute to get connected, but here we are, and I'm glad you're here today. We've got to
Yeah.
talk about you've got some new music out. There's a thing that happens. I don't know if everybody realizes this. It took me a while, years ago, but there's called New Music Friday. So every Friday, artists from all genres release new music. Sometimes people don't follow the Friday rule, but you did last Friday. You released a new song. Tell us
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah. So Blame It on Nashville is about heartbreak in Music City. So it's about how, the city of Nashville, being such, it's a place where people move to from all over and they try to make it, and everyone's talented. You walk down Broadway and you throw a rock and you'll hit somebody who is, a world-class guitarist, singer, etc. And that environment, it just creates this energy, this sort of romantic energy that, when you visit this place, it's just captivating. And that's one of the first things that I noticed when I moved to this city. And so that's what I really wanted to capture in this song, lyrically and sonically, is the way the city makes you feel. And if you meet somebody and you're dating them or you're falling in love, it's a little bit different. So when if it doesn't work out, that come down can be a little bit worse.
Yeah, you kind of did both at the same time. You moved to a new city, Nashville, and you started a relationship. So that's a lot to undertake in one all at one time.
It is, yeah. But when you come to Nashville, it invites you in, and it's so much fun, and you meet so many people that that's kind of inevitable, to happen. So everything kind of happens fast. That's just the way the city ticks.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and it takes you to a place where that's why people come visit here, and they vacation here. It's become a place where um, people come from all over, to go on vacation. And I've also seen a shift in when it comes to business. There's so many conventions here. So if you're a part of a corporation, anything, they have attorneys, the medical field, they go to Music City Center to have their convention because everybody wants to come to Nashville because when they're not working at the convention, they're going out on Broadway,
Right.
you know. So and it's a little bit more cost effective than New York and LA, you
Yeah.
know. So and it's also kind of in the little bit more central of a location.
Right. So you grew up in Oklahoma. Tell us about when you first decided you were interested in music.
I was always that kid that was singing karaoke at family reunions, so it was always Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, and I mean, I kind of got pushed into it as a kid, but I mean, I was up for the challenge every single time. So it was sort of a family tradition to have me sing karaoke at family reunions. So I was always that kid that was singing or just doing something to entertain, and it never really seemed like a realistic thing to actually pursue a music career. I grew up, on a farm, so I was listening to country radio, so I was listening to that format. So it was artists like Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, it was Keith Urban, etc. So George Strait, all those guys, and I was listening to artists that my granddad was listening to as well, the classic country. So I have you know that history as well. So I had a healthy appreciation for the industry and country music as a whole and what it really is at an early age. But it wasn't until I was done playing football, and, I tried to go Division 1 and play college football and
Yeah. You
university.
were a
So that's
linebacker. You played a big position.
mhm. Yeah, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, but it taught me a valuable lesson um, at really kind of checking yourself and making sure that whatever it is that you're trying to do make sure that it's what you really want to do, because sometimes it's just the idea that you like. And when I was done playing football, it I realized that that was kind of a good thing for me, because you know at that age, at that time in my life, I wasn't the best at looking forward. I wasn't thinking about the long haul. I just wanted to be great at something and do that for as long as I can. So whatever happens after that happens. Um, but I picked up a guitar when I was done, and I started learning how to write music. It was actually my roommate at my college dorm, his guitar. So I was
Wow.
playing his guitar more than him. And so eventually he was like, you might as well just get your own guitar, dude, because, you're playing my guitar a little too much. Um,
He's like, "You've
it's,
worn out the welcome on my guitar. Could you move
yeah,
on and
yeah.
get your own?"
hmm And so that's what I did. And I just figured out, you know, what it is that you got to do to be serious about songwriting and writing music, and the systematic approach to be able to compete and build a fan base. And so I figured out pretty soon that you're going to have to move out of Oklahoma. You can start there are plenty of people that have come out of there, obviously. you
Oh,
know
yeah.
I'm from Moore, so that's Toby Keith's hometown, but you know he he had to move for a while too. He lives there now, but he built a lot, in Nashville, just like many others. And so I figured that I needed to move, and so here I am today.
Yeah. Let's talk about, you mentioned karaoke. What was your go-to karaoke song?
Indian Outlaw, Tim McGraw.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So you like the '90s country. I love Tim
Oh
McGraw.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, if it wasn't that, it was Kenny Chesney. She thinks my tractor's sexy. That was always a hit
Oh, yeah.
karaoke.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to play the fun songs, and it's always been about entertaining. I understand that I'm not the best songwriter in town, not the best singer or guitarist. I try to be as good as I can possibly be, but I mean, there are some amazing musicians out here. Um, but the thing, if I can hang my hat on, um, is being an entertainer. I want to play shows and entertain people, and make them feel like the ticket that they bought was worth it. You know,
Yeah.
make memories there.
Well, you have a good, people that you like to follow there. You also just ended up on the ACM New Music playlist. What is that
Yeah,
like? ACMs are coming up in September.
yeah.
How did that come about?
I actually had got an email from my PR, and Mark. He told me that I was added that playlist, and I didn't get it, and so he called me to give me the news, and so I thought he was calling about a different thing. So he was actually calling me to give me that news, and yeah, that came out of left field. I mean, I was really excited. I'm still excited because that's such a big deal. If you look at that playlist, it's all artists that and they're not touring now, but it's just they're all over the radio, and people who I really respect, and it's really humbling to be in such good company, and to have an organization like that rear its head and pick your song to add to their playlist. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah. You've mentioned a couple times now '90s artists. Is there someone that you would love to collaborate with or do a duet with?
I mean, I will say for all time, um, definitely Dolly Parton.
Oh, I knew I liked you. That's
Definitely
the
Dolly
best.
Parton. So
That's the best answer.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so my mom, she loves Dolly Parton more than I do, and so I started listening to her music because of her. um, and she absolutely adores her. And you know, the way she carries herself, her humanitarian work. It's one thing to make it in this crazy industry, and have a good run, but it's another thing to do what she has done. And so I've always admired, her career and just her as a person. So,
And all of her songs are incredible stories. I mean, so much so that Netflix has created an entire series about her songs. Like, that's incredible.
yeah, as they should. I'm going to be watching it for sure.
Let's talk about your new song. You're going to go ahead and perform that for us. Blame It on Nashville.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Never been the type to blame anyone for my mistakes, even though I've done some stupid things. I bite the bullet and face my fate. But then I moved to this town and had my world turned upside down. I can't find an excuse for why I can't get over you. So blame it on Nashville. Blame it on the Broadway summer nights that got me thinking about you still. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, I'm still seeing your face. In the baby blue neon lights, it's plain to see it ain't me, no. 'Cause no other place can make me feel the way that I feel. So blame it on Nashville. And blame it on that Jack and Coke that hit my lips just a little too smooth. Was it the band playing? I don't know. I guess the city looked a little too good on you. So blame it on Nashville. Blame it on the Broadway summer nights that got me thinking about you still. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, I'm still seeing your face. In the baby blue neon lights, it's plain to see it ain't me, no. 'Cause no other place can make me feel the way that I feel. So blame it on Nashville. Whoa. Was it the bars or the way that purple sky lit up the world behind your eyes? It knocked me off my feet. Guess I left my heart in those downtown streets. So blame it on Nashville. Blame it on the Broadway summer nights that got me thinking about you still. It's like you're right there by my side. I'm still seeing you dance on the rooftop on Whiskey Road. It's plain to see it ain't me, no. 'Cause no other place can make me feel the way that I feel. So blame it on Nashville. Blame it on Nashville.
Love that. Amazing. We got to talk about you just released a music video for that. What did that look like during COVID trying to shoot a music video?
Well, it hasn't been released yet, so we're gearing up to
Oh,
set the release date on that. But I'll definitely be sure to keep you posted on that. Um, but it's been interesting. It was really just a wild journey to shoot a big music video downtown Nashville during, the pinnacle of, just not knowing what's going on, and the call time was at 2:30 a.m. and we shot till 7 a.m. in the morning. So it would have been a little slow, at normal times, but because, things were shut down, it just seemed like a ghost town. So it actually ended up being really good for, the premise of the song and the music video. And so it the music video, it looks great. And I think we came out with something really special that, hasn't really been done before. So,
And
you know,
something we may not see, hopefully we'll never see this again where Broadway is shut down like that, right?
I hope it never happens again. Yeah, that it's definitely a given. But we did what we could, and we worked with what we had. We got the permits in place, and it was smooth sailing for the most part. But there were definitely some obstacles. So we wanted to take the right precautions. We didn't want to, you know, we wanted to do it right, because obviously Nashville has been having some bad press lately, because we still have people traveling here, the flight tickets are so cheap, and so um, we still have the tourism here going on, and people are trying to make it work, and so we didn't want to contribute to any bad PR for the city, and that was really important for us. So I feel like we took those precautions and did it the right way, and I feel like it's a good thing for the city of Nashville as a whole, to be able to make a music video like this and share it with everyone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for everybody to see that. Um, are you keeping up with any football? Since you did play football, are you keeping up with local football since you're here in Nashville now?
I try. It's been a little frustrating.
Yeah.
It's been a little frustrating. Honestly, I've kind of tuned out on, sports for a little bit. And, I've been staying really busy with you know, the music video and the song. And I've taken this time to really kind of just reflect on things and kind of, take a break from sports. But, I'm still watching them. I couldn't tell you exactly what's going on with the Tigers right now, honestly. I'll
I
be quite
know
honest with you.
and it changes day by day. I just read before we got started they canceled their practice today, so we don't know what that means. If someone, hopefully, no one has COVID and everyone's well, but I,
Yeah,
I guess we'll find out.
I can only hope that they're just being safe, and
Yeah,
I'm sure they're taking the right precautions, and I'm sure whatever that they're doing, a program like that, they're very strong and they're doing the right things. So I wish them the best, and when things get back to normal, I'm going to be there watching and rooting for them,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Tell me before we go, what is your one thing you've been doing during COVID? I know you've been working on this song and your music video, but like a lot of people are taking up some new hobbies, maybe cooking. What have you got going on?
I've been trying to get better at cooking. You Up until uh, this year, it's really just been chicken, and I can cook a mean steak, but I've been trying to get creative. I've been thinking about posting, cooking videos. So that's kind of in the works right now. We'll see how that happens. But I'm definitely no chef whatsoever. But another thing that I've been doing is running trails too. So that's something that I do typically. But I'll go out to Percy Warner, which is, anybody that doesn't know, that's a park,
Yeah.
recreation area that has a lot of trails. So I go out there and I run trails, and I can kind of pretend that it's not a global pandemic going on right now. So I've
There's
been
a
going
lot
those
of hills.
trails.
For somebody who runs, there's a lot of hills there. That's not an
It's
easy
tough.
trail. That's not
Yeah,
easy.
I got lost once, so
It can happen.
it's complicated too. Yeah.
Yes, it is, because it kind of goes in a circle. You kind of go up, or you can go back down, or sometimes you can cut through. Yeah, I totally see how you could get lost.
It would be great if it was just a circle, but it's definitely not just a circle. It's a maze,
Yeah.
and the trails aren't really labeled very well. So
No.
yeah, I may have gotten trapped or caught out in the rain once
Oh.
when I was out there.
Oh.
So I had to find some people to ask them. I had to tell them like the parking lot that I was in. And I said, hey, do you guys know where I'm parked? And I can just explain to you where I turned in at to park. And they let me know. And it still took me a while because I couldn't really understand like how to. They gave me a bunch of directions because they go there all the time, and I was still new to the trails, but yeah, that was a lesson to me right there.
And for people who've never been there, there's more than one parking lot. So it's not like there's just one parking lot and that's where you go. You could
Yeah.
park multiple places. So and those places are not close together. So it's
Mhm. Yeah.
it's
All I knew
tricky.
was I didn't know the name of the parking lot. I just knew that I was off of Highway 100, and that apparently that still wasn't very specific. So that's why I had a little bit of a hard time that day. But yeah, like I said, uh, because that happened, I haven't gotten lost since. So let's
That's good. That's
look
good to
at it as
hear.
a learning
Obviously, you made
experience.
it back because we're talking to you now. And it's not like you can call Uber because they can't come up there to the trail. You're just stuck.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I didn't have my phone on me anyway, so
Oh,
definitely
oh,
just
you should
stuck.
carry your phone. All
Yeah,
right.
it made me
Well,
think about that.
yeah, I can't wait to see the Cooking with Brandon show to see what you cook up for the rest of our time in quarantine here.
I'm still thinking about ideas, so if anybody wants to, message me or DM me any suggestions on like what looks good to you, because I've been getting into these cooking shows on Netflix, and a lot of things look really good. Some things are out of my league, but I think sometimes I'll watch something and I'll think I can do that, I can
Yeah,
cook that,
yeah.
So I'm gonna try out some new stuff. So if anybody has any suggestions, send them my way.
Well, the pumpkin spice latte just launched 2 days ago.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm thinking you should focus on pumpkin something. I don't know.
Anything pumpkin, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely season for that. It seems like they're starting early, but I think we say that every year.
I know. I feel like it too. I mean, it's August. I'm like, it's still August, and you're bringing on pumpkin spice lattes. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's also because it's still hot out here in Nashville too.
Right. It's 90
Yeah.
degrees. So it doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem good to me though, but once I'm big on, coffee and Starbucks, so I go there. I live by a Starbucks, so I go there a lot. And I do like the smell. I'm not big on pumpkin spice, but once it starts getting cold, that kind of stuff sounds good to me. So,
Yeah.
right until then, it's just cold brews and iced coffees.
Oh, I'm with you. I love the cold brew. But did you see there's a cold brew with a pumpkin spice cream you can put on top?
I haven't heard about that, but I'm
Like
gonna
a little
try it.
foam. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
If you're regular and you get cold brew latte, tell you like, oh, you should try this. I haven't tried it yet, but you could put that on your list to try.
I definitely will. I might go try it after this interview. It sounds pretty good, actually.
Hey, tell everybody where they can follow you and get more information so they can, when you launch this video, which I kind of said that before it's really launched, they can go see it.
So I'm most interactive on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram via Brandon Todd Collins. So Todd is my middle name in case anybody doesn't know that. And my Facebook page is pretty easy to follow. It's pretty easy to find. Brandon Collins from Facebook. So I'm going to be, posting a lot of updates and some teasers and some behind the scenes footage, which we have a lot of for the music video. So give me a follow, and I'm trying to get better at being interactive. So with the cooking and everything, just send some suggestions in. And I'm also planning on doing some more covers and everything, getting back into that sort of thing. I've been swamped lately with this project, but give me a follow, and we'll be in touch for sure. I
All
like
right.
to interact with people on Instagram.
There you go. You guys go check it out. Go follow Brandon. I'm going to be following because I'm going to be looking for the pumpkin items coming up.
I will too. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be posting some of that stuff. I'll get
All
some
right.
pictures.
Hey, great to chat with you. Thanks for playing your song for us. Blame It on Nashville. You
Thank
guys
you.
go give it a listen. Go check out the ACM New Music playlist. He's also in there with some other great artists and great songs. So since we're all at home, everybody needs a new playlist, right?
Definitely. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for having me on.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
See ya.